And welcome back, this is BellerScuba with more Let's Play Pokemon LeafGreen. I am joined as always by Dumpus and his short-staffed Pokemon squad of Pierre, Sanders, Samja, Nibbler, and Fuzimi. You notice that we do have an open slot. We are going to get a significant upgrade today, and in order to do that, I kind of need to go out of order. But not really. So let's show off what it is that I'm going to be doing. We are actually going to be heading east. I'm going to be, like I said, doing things a little bit out of order. Obviously, the thing that I want to do now is go into Team Rocket's base in the game corner, but instead, I'm going to go east. Oh, that tea. It looks awfully tasty. Tasty. Huh? I can have this drink? Gee, thanks. Glug glug. Gulp. If you want to go to Saffron City, you can go on through. I'll share this tea with the other guards. Apparently, they're not allowed to leave their building except to go talk to each other somehow, and they can pass around tea. If you're playing the original versions of the game, anything from the vending machine here will work. Obviously, freshwater is going to be your best bet because it's the cheapest, but any of them will do. I've given a couple of lemonades away when I didn't mean to. But we can now head east into Saffron City, and we're not going to be doing much. Ignore that all this exists. You'll notice that there's a few things that are kind of weird about here. What we want to do is head to the building east of the Pokemon Center. And we want to talk to this guy. Wait, don't say a word. You wanted this. And we received TM29 from Mr. Psychic. You already know, don't you? TM29 is Psychic. It's an attack that may also lower the target's special stats, which is really not something that I care too much about. I believe it's only like a 10% chance anyway. But that is what I came here to get. So we'll come back and talk to him in a bit, but let's take a look at Psychic. This is what I came here for. I'm kind of going out of the normal way of doing things in order to get Psychic. Psychic has an attack power of 90 with an accuracy of 100, a strong telekinetic attack. It may also lower the foe's special defense stat. Like I said, I think it's 10%. It doesn't really matter though. Nothing really survives it. We could teach that, right? We could teach that right away to Pierre, but I am not going to. I'm not going to do that at all. He only has a special attack of 41. It's not that great, if you ask me. And he's got confusion. You know, he's got a couple things that he could do. So why did I go out of my way to get Psychic? Oh, I think some of you already know. I'm going to be heading back to the daycare center. It is time that we picked up Mr. Jency. So let's head back up here. We can talk to the guard if we want. Hi, how's it going? He doesn't have much to say. So we're just going to head back up to Route 5. And while we're here, we're going to get Mr. Jency back. Or I could get into a fight along the way. Either way, hey, Pidgey, how would you like to die today? But we are headed for the daycare center. Now here, I'm going to get off my bike. I have gone off the edge way too many times here to try to do that with the bike. All right, let's talk to this guy. Your Mr. Jency has grown a lot. Yes, quite a lot, I'd say. Let me see. By level, it's grown by 17. Holy crap, that is more than I expected. I was going to be happy with 10. I was actually expecting to level grind him a bit. Aren't I great? You owe me $1,800 for the return of this Pokemon. Go ahead and take it, my friend. Thank you. Here's your Pokemon. And we got Mr. Jency back from the daycare man. Oh, it is time to take a look at our new and improved, still an Abra, but still new and improved Abra, Mr. Jency. As you can see, his HP isn't fantastic. He's actually higher level than most of my Pokemon, so I probably don't need to level grind him all that much, but he is here just in case I do want to do that. Let's take a look at his stats. He's lonely, but he has us now. Oh, look at that special attack. It's 68. Holy crap. That's why I love Abra. That's why I was so excited to get him. and a special attack of 68 and a speed of 56. His speed isn't where I would like it to be for his level, but to be honest, that's because I haven't been using him, right? I have not been actually killing enemies with him, and I haven't really gone over that in too much detail, but in this game, you get additional points to your level up. You get additional stat boosts from killing Pokemon. So there's that. I'll go over that more in detail later. Just know that that's kind of the reason that he's kind of low and why I want to get him now, because I want to start working on him. And what moves did he learn? None. He never learns a single move, ever. As an Abra, he will never lose a move. Or learn a move, I should say. He'll never lose a move either because he only has the one. And you can't have a Pokemon without a move in the first generation. But that is Mr. Gensi. But just to compare, right? His special attack is 68. His attack, who cares? I'm never going to be using the physical attack with him. His special attack is 68. By comparison, Pierre, the other Pokemon I could teach it to, has a special attack of 41. And he's a level higher, and I've been working with him too, right? It's not like I sent him to the daycare center. Let's take a look at somebody with a good attack. I don't have anybody else with a good special attack, but we can compare, an attack from Fuzimi. Fuzimi's a really good attacker, in my opinion. He's got an attack of 38. Mr. Gensi is going to kick ass. Let's take a look at Samja. Samja's using a little bit of both. 41 and 47. This is why I love Abra. He's so good. So good. So, of course, he is the reason that I got Psychic. We're going to teach this to Mr. Gensi. Oh, I wonder, Pierre or Mr. Gensi? Mr. Gensi, every damn day. Machine set. Mr. Gensi learned Psychic. Indeed he did. I could teach him a couple other things, but honestly, with the speed that he has, and I don't know, maybe rest? With the speed and attack that he has, the special attack that he has, I'm not sure I'm going to need much more than what I have on him, which is Psychic. I'm only going to bring him in for certain situations because obviously he's still pretty weak defensively, but offensively he is a powerhouse in terms of Pokemon that I can have right now. So I'm very happy to have him. I'm going to take out Pierre from my party. We might not see Pierre again. Pretty much as long as Mr. Gensi lives, we might not see Pierre again. Unless I decide to bring him in for something. You know, I need an extra Psychic with me. That's pretty much it for Pierre. But I do want to drop something else off at the daycare center. So let me kind of fidget around, see what I want to drop off here. You know, something that could be good later if I gave it the chance. You know, something like that. I've decided to take out Ruckus, our Sandshrew, if you remember, and I'm going to store him just in case something should happen to Fuzimi. I will have Ruckus back here leveling up, hopefully getting a good amount of levels, mostly because he is a good Pokemon, a good replacement for Fuzimi down the line, and he doesn't necessarily learn or unlearn moves, because with a Pokemon that actually works normally, you know, Abra is kind of an exception. The move tutor is just kind of going to decide for himself what moves are going to stay and what moves are going to go, and that can work against you in a lot of cases. With Sandshrew, there aren't any moves that I really want to go out of my way to make sure he retains until a very high level. We should be fine. So I think it's a safe bet here to give him Ruckus. And I should be fine, right? Replacement for Fuzimi, only going to use him if I lose Fuzimi at this point. Unless I can get something better. Fingers still crossed on that one. Fingers still crossed on that one. All right, I will meet you back in Celadon City, where we can actually go into the game corner now that I have a significant upgrade to my party. Time to infiltrate Team Rocket's hideout. For this, I have brought Rumpus, Sandra, Fuzimi, Mr. Jency, Cube, and Sanders. Lots of people need some levels here in order to catch up to Sandra. Mr. Jency's not really one of them, but I want to show him off nonetheless. Now, I should warn you before we get started that a lot of people do like doing this before they do Erica's gym, because this is a little bit easier. I would say. Probably overall it is easier than Erica's gym, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of a challenge. Turned out that it worked out pretty well for me. I did have a replacement for Pierre ready though, and I knew that. You broke into Team Rocket's operation? What nerve! Indeed, I have all the nerve. So we are in Team Rocket's hideout, and we're up against a grunt. He's got Raticates. So I have Rumpus. Would you like to see which one is going to be better? Karate Chop should do the trick here. It's super effective, as you might expect. I do like my type advantages. And we grew up to level 27. Would like more attack, would always like more attack. But as you can see, even Rumpus's attack is nothing compared to Mr. Jency's special attack. And Rumpus is like one of my best Pokemon right now. He is up there, and he is, absolutely destroying everything that I throw in front of him. But Mr. Jency's even better. That speaks volumes about Mr. Jency, doesn't it? And down goes the grunt. Boom! And we get a good amount of money for a rocket, really. You're not going to get away with this, brat. If only you could use any other means but Pokemon battling to stop me. But he can't. Let's see what this guy was guarding. Had to be something good, right? Ooh, there is a ball with an escape rope. All right, that will be sold, as you might expect. I will not use it. It's all complicated words and numbers that make no sense. Like a spreadsheet? What are we talking about here, Dumpus? I don't think Dumpus is all that smart. The other one has the same thing. If you head down here, though, check the plant in both versions of the game, you'll get a PP up. So there's, something. If we head down here, we can find this guy. Who are you? How did you get here? There was like a poster. There were people all around town talking about it. Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. He's got a Drowsy out front. A pretty low level one, but I will see what I can do. I got Sanders out front. I am determined to make Sanders my psychic killer. It's going to take a little bit of work, though. I'm very nervous about it. Go for wing attack. Let's see how much damage it does to Drowsy. Drowsy dies because it's a critical. I was about to say, Drowsy does have a pretty high defense, if I remember correctly, for a psychic type, but he didn't really get a chance to show it off there, did he? And he's about to use a Machop, so I'm going to stick with Sanders. I want to see what Sanders can do up against a level 21. Yeah, 21 Machop. So let's try to get a basis for what my Sanders can do. Go wing attack! It is a pretty powerful attack, and it's super effective, and it one-shots a Machop. So you don't always need to go Psychic. You can go with a flying type, and there's lots of flying types for you to choose from in this game. They do love their flyers. Not the best level up, though, I must say. Not the best. Not the best at all. But we have defeated the grunt. Ow, beaten! And we do get, I think, the same amount of money, $672. Anything to say for yourself? Blast it, you're dissing Team Rocket, aren't you? You guys are terrible. I've been dissing you the entire game, I think. It's a blueprint of some sort. It's filled with diagrams and text. Unfortunately, Dumpus is not smart enough to try to figure it out at all. He's just like, nope, got nothing. Got nothing. All right, that's all that we can do on this floor. There was a wall blocking us, but it was a different colored wall, so maybe we can do something else with it later. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, this room. Boss said you can see ghosts with the self-scope. That's pretty much what I'm here for. Apparently, the boss has it. I am very interested in that self-scope, And we're up against Team Rocket Grunt. He's got a Zubat out front. So I have Cube out front. Cube does need some work, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get, anything higher. Which one do I want to use? I don't remember. I think it's Shockwave. Shockwave should do the trick. I do love electric type in this game because primarily they only have the one weakness, which is ground. and they're super effective against flying and water, which are two of the most common types in this game. And we haven't really even begun to see how common those are. All right, he's going to switch to a coughing. I am going to switch out Mr. Gensi. This is your time to shine. Now this coughing, I believe starting around these levels, coughing can have self-destruct. No, he's too low level. He's too level. I think you have to be like 20 or 21 in order to get that. So shouldn't have too much problem here, Mr. Gensi. You are 11 levels higher than him, but let's show off what a psychic can do anyway. Spoiler alert, it's going to one-shot him. There was never a doubt about it. Unless it missed, coughing didn't stand a chance. We get a chunk of experience considering what a Zubat gives. Mr. Gensi is going to be leveling up pretty quickly here. All right, Zubat coming out, so another cube. Cube's gonna come out again. I could use Mr. Gensi, but I want to save those psychics primarily for coughings, because coughing isn't weak to ground, it's immune to ground, so I want to save it for that. No, I didn't want to use charge. I didn't want to use charge at all. I think it was a little bit of lag or me pressing the button a little bit too quickly there. All right, he uses Astonish. It's not that powerful. Shockwave is going to finish you off. Well, it was going to finish you off the first time anyway, but it's definitely going to finish you off now that I've used a charge. And down goes the Zubat. Yeah, I do want to get Cube leveled up. He might be my only electric type that I get, so I want to abuse him as much as I can. I didn't even get to see what level he got there. All right, Grimer's about to come out, so I'm going to switch to Fuzimi. That was the first time I got hit so far this dungeon. And it was because of a mistake. That kind of shows you I might be a little bit over-leveled for this. And I might have done this first, but like I said, I wanted a little bit of a challenge. All right. Magnitude, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. At the levels that we are, it was going to one-shot him. I think even a Magnitude 5 would have done it, to be honest with you. So it really didn't matter. And Raticate's about to come out, so we will switch to Rumpus. And now you see pretty much my strategy. I'm just going to counter with whatever is most effective, and I should be able to one-shot everything that he throws in front of me. This is pretty much what Team Rocket has, you know what I mean? They're not going to surprise you with too many new Pokemon. At least the regular Rocket Grunts aren't. As you get further along, they might show you something a little bit better, but for the time being, this is pretty much it. And down goes the Grunt. I surrender! We didn't get as much money from you. I'm upset about that. Why didn't you give me more money? The Team Rocket HQ has 4 underground floors. Why would you tell me this? Think you can reach the boss? Yes I do. I beat Erica, so I should be fine.